Hi there, if you are like me, a gardening enthusiast, you must have thought at least once in your life to create a beautiful bonsai. Bonsai hobby is nothing but the natural progression of your ongoing. To me, is nothing but the miniature version of the trees. You can always observe the nature for the inspiration of the kind of shape and kind of structure that you wish to create for your miniature trees. I recently started my journey in the bonsai field, and here's my update of my bamboo bonsai forest, which I always wanted. Because your bonsai soils are a little bit different to your regular gardening soil. It has to be well drained as well as nutrient rich. To create a soil for this mix, I have used regular soil plus washed river sand, gravel, rice husk, vermicompost, and dried leaf. You need to mix the material well in order to create a perfect bonsai soil. Second stage is to cover the drainage hole of the vessel in which you wish to create your bonsai. Here I am taking a stick pot for my bonsai forest. I actually wish to grow the forest for couple of years and then to give it a final shape. After having set up the drainage hose and the rest of the material, again I am adding 1 inch of the dried leaf plus vermicompost. Now it's time to arrange various bamboo which I have brought specifically for this particular forest. After removing the polythene, you need to actually scratch the surface just to expose the root. In some of the other structures or the style, you would further want to separate the roots and hopefully cut the main root. As I am only using it for the growing medium, I will let it grow. Hopefully the roots will fuse into one another and in future it will create a beautiful forest. In another matter, you could cut the root ball into 1/4 and simply plant it. Even for the simple looking bonsai style, you'll have to work a lot. So you only take up the bonsai ideas if you are ready to work or tire yourself out. The third step is to arrange them properly. I have already sorted it out. However, you could always use a second opinion. Double check the final arrangement before moving further, as even if you have to make a smaller changes or the arrangements are a little bit different than what you have thought, there will be a lot of work. Alternatively, you can always buy the expensive bonsai choice. It's the case of the personal preference and the availability of the resources. I already have plenty of soil thanks to my gardening hobby, so I chose to gather the material and create my own soil. I deliberately kept this entire process in the video so you'll get to know that there is a lot of work even if you are creating a simple style bonsai. Best time to start a bonsai or to create one is just before the monsoon, so you can get the maximum benefit of upcoming monsoon. While mixing, I recommend to use the gloves because working with gravel, river sand, and dried leaves can be tricky sometimes. Fill the entire pot and then slowly push the soil mix downwards. Also make sure that all the areas surrounding the bamboos are properly covered. Step number 4, use any sharp tool and dig up the entire pond. By doing so, you are basically making sure that all the areas of the pot are covered with the bonsai soil, and hence you will avoid harmful gas trapping. For the next step, I am cutting out the unnecessary leaves. I recommend to do this step beforehand, but in my case I am already doing it because I want to let it grow for 2 or 3 years as it is. Pruning is essential for gardening as well as to create a beautiful bonsai. For the last step, it is always advisable to spray the fungicide or the neem oil. I hope the video was informative. I'll be sharing the update and many other videos are already in the line. For more such videos, like, share and subscribe.